The question was...
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The question was... What did Hickenlooper say at the press conference a couple of days ago?
What did Hickenlooper say at the press conference a couple of days ago?
Actually, it was on KOA.
The statements that Governor Hickenlooper made on KOA the other morning explained a little bit similar to what I just said, but he also made a statement that the state of Colorado is in consideration of our First Amendment rights as well. So he said both things at the same time.
How did Occupy Denver respond?
All right, so in response, Occupy Denver has made a press release. Well, firstly, we delivered a letter yesterday to the governor asking him to let us stay.
I have the letter if you need it.
And that letter is available, I think, here's printed out. It's been circulating around online. It's on the .org. You can see the letter. We asked him to stay. His response, I believe, to that was the press conference today, which said the answer is no.
Call it an assembly. Don't call it an encampment. Call it an assembly. That's a legal term. Yes.
Yeah, call it an assembly. Legally, it's safer.
That's what the letter says. 3.
I would alter the letter.
Who's 3? I don't know who put
Okay, a quick direct response to that. I personally tried to call the governor's office, and the phone number doesn't go to a machine or anything, so for overnight, the only way to contact the governor or any state official would be through email, to the best of my knowledge. That's all I had to say on that.
government only is open till 5.
We've been talking a lot about what's been going on the last few days. Are you guys okay with talking about options on what we're going to do tonight now? Is that cool with everybody? All right. Basically, I think we've come to the consensus that there's about 3 main ideas on what we are going to do. There's either, we can either stay here tonight and see what happens with the police. We can either move to the sidewalk and try to follow the, apparently it seems that that's okay if we're on the sidewalk, but we don't know for sure if they're going to tolerate that or not. So we can either do that, we can stay, or we can move the, we can basically move for the night. And what we've been discussing is this, is that if we march, the park here is open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. If we march from here to a different place to camp and then march back in the morning every day, I think it's going to generate a lot more awareness for what we're doing, and we're going to be following within the law. The third option is the one that I'm proposing. The other 2 options were brought up by other people. I'm just giving you all 3 options out there right now. If you guys want to discuss this, I think this is the thing. I think this is what we should be discussing right now.
I can't hear you.
There is actually a 4th option, and that 4th option is that we could all just pack up and go home.
No!
Not an option.
Hold on then. Just checking. Alright, so we presented 3 options on the table. This brother has a preference as to what one of those is. Option number 1, can you restate it?
Option number 1 is stay and see what happens with the police.
Stay and see what happens with the police.
Option 2.
Move to the sidewalk.
Move to the sidewalk.
Start a picket.
Option number 3 is make a camp elsewhere for the night, but basically occupying 2 places. We'll be camping one place. I'm not going to go into where we've been discussing because there's a lot of watchful eyes right now. But I'm saying that we will move as a unit to one place, but then also with that, I think there's the option of some people that are able to stay here and see what happens with the police, and there's some people that aren't necessarily in a position to do that because of whatever's going on in their lives. So maybe we can occupy both places at once, have those that aren't able to stay go and make camp somewhere else for the night, and then march back on the daily, and those that are able to stay. So there. Thanks. That's the other option.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to begin discussion. We have one direct response and then we have a stack.
Direct response, number 1. Number 2, direct response.
I was here at the 3 o'clock General Assembly.
Mic check. 3 o'clock General Assembly.
And it was debated pretty intensively then.
Just keep going. Hold the mic check still.
We had a straw poll, and what we came to was that in the interest of most,
And what we came to is in the interest of most.
and move, but then return here when the time is appropriate. I'm not here, I'm not camping out, I understand, but I also believe that it's more important to show that we're not just going to be punching bags for the Denver PD either.
Mic check. Mic check.
I'm gonna throw a point of process. I really appreciate these megaphones, but it's still loud enough with sirens and drums and what have you. I'm still gonna ask folks to continue using the mic check, people's mic, okay?
Okay.
Well, who's next on you?
We got a number 1. Mic check.
Mic check.
I think as we consider these options, it's important as a group to define priorities. I'm going to suggest that first priority is peace. Yes. Number 2.
Mic check! One thing to keep in mind. The Thunderdome and the other structures on the sidewalk are legal. So one idea, if we choose to go elsewhere or to pick it around, we light the Thunderdome up. As a symbol of our occupation.
I've got one direct response.
Mic check. I was informed today that state park property extends all the way across the sidewalks and only allows 2 foot of grass between the street and that other demarcation point.
Mic check! Are the sidewalks not a public right-of-way? So if we're standing on the sidewalks, it would still be legal. As long as we provide a 5-foot space so people can go through.
Doctor, I'm over here. Direct response.
Direct response.
I have mic check. Thank you. Mic check. She just asked. I have 2 points. Thank you. The first is that we need to learn from history. And we can see in history in the past that they will change the rules and fix them. Decide what we're going to do. And do it. Second point is that we need real legal representation.
We have legal representation here with us.